Thank you, Chairman and Ranking Member, and soldiers on the manufacturing floor. You know what I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about manufacturing and how important this is to the Rock Island Arsenal and its storied history. Good morning. Welcome to Secretary Driscoll and General George. Like many of my colleagues, I am frustrated by how the Army has decided to roll out this Army transformation initiative. You know, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle that we're on here. We all want to make sure that the Army is lethal. It is ready to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. However, you chose to give us a plan with few details, with no budgeting, and a failure to answer a lot of our questions. And now we're hearing about how this plan will be implemented from my own constituents, not from leadership. The Army and Congress have always had a better relationship than that. As you both know, I represent the largest government-owned and operated arsenal. And today, we need the same commitment from you as Congress got from Abraham Lincoln, that the Rock Island Arsenal will be fully funded to make the Army all it can be. Rock Island is proud to be home of the Army Sustainment Command and Joint Munitions Command. Both commands provide vital but different support to the soldier. However, this Army Transformation Initiative calls for the integration of these two, putting Joint Munitions Command and Army Sustainment Command together. Joint Munitions Command has been essential in overseeing Ukraine's defense of their sovereign ground. We need to make sure it remains at the ready for the next fight. But now hundreds of jobs are on the line at Rock Island, and for what? We can't afford for expertise to be lost right at the spot where we have always bolstered our munition production. JMC is already a lean machine with the smallest number of employees in Army Materiel Command while overseeing 18 sites. Secretary Driscoll, you spoke in your opening statements today that the Army has been slow to innovate. Please explain how merging these two essential missions at Rock Island will help the expertise within the Army, but also help us scale up munitions productions before 2027, as well as our growing organic industrial base.
We as a nation are incapable currently with all of the bureaucracy and regulation and overregulation and calcification of our just kind of rational decision-making bodies at creating the munitions that we need. What we are trying to do with ATI is get rid of as many headquarters functions that we believe are overlapping and actually slowing it down. Where more human beings may seem like it is helpful, I think in our impression and what we have learned, it is actually harming us. And so what we've tried to do is look across all of our headquarters units and say, where can we possibly, where can we streamline things and add a little bit of speed and save some dollars and reinvigorate the spending to things that will actually output more munitions.
So where are things being overlapped from Rock Island? Where does that occur?
I was going to jump in here. I mean, we can't, where we have redundant capabilities with two headquarters that are a stone throw away from each other, and you even look at right now what you could do with modern technology. So it was the question before, do we need, two GO headquarters a stone throw away from each other that can do some of the same functions? We want the same thing you do as far as keeping, we're very proud of the 3D printing capability that we have at Rock Island. We're very proud of the technicians that we have. Those are the kinds of capabilities that we need and will continue. And I've been out there to see that. We have commercial industry actually coming on to use those capabilities. So again, I just don't want to conflate headquarters with actual capability, especially when they're just, a couple of blocks apart.
And I just want to echo, Rock Island is a gem in our, in the assets and the tools that we have.
Let's get you out there. But, at the end of the day, we need to make sure that, the Army Transformation Initiative isn't flawed. I worry that this decision has unfortunately more to do with just an arbitrary cutting of federal workforce than it does strengthening our Army and our national security. Secretary Hegset's one sentence in the memo is absolutely unacceptable when it comes to changing major commands and eliminating hundreds of civilian jobs. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Jenna Millsbeck, I would say that I have conveyed the same sentiment, Mr. Sorensen, to General George, and that is, if budget is driving policy, you're going to have a problem by this committee. If policy is being driven first and budget is a consequence, then we're going to be open ears. But you can't just try to make your policy or your construct fit a number that's arbitrary. We need you to let us know what you need, and then let us worry about funding it, because that's what we're here for. So just know that there's other people that see this the same way you do.